Mostly Hunting Podcast with Kyle and Nevin is brought to you by Fitzgerald Hossbuck brand scents, Deer Dander, VK, Vanilla Killa from the VHS days, Doe and Need, Rut and Rampage, Hossbuck, and more. Available at all major online and pro shop marketplaces nationwide. You can also get it at Snow's Indoor Outfitters and they can ship it to you. Handcrafted and bottled for the utmost quality and freshness by hunters for hunters since 1974.
This is Ryan Marsteller, and you're listening to the Mostly Hunting Podcast with my buddies Kyle and Nevin.
This is another episode of Mostly Hunting with my daddy and his buddy Nevin, presented by Snow's Indoor Outfitters.
Hey, this is Eric Aiken. Here comes another episode of the Mostly Hunting Podcast with Kyle and Nevin.
Audio is recording. Video is recording. So T-minus sometime before I lose the video feed. Cow poop from Doug's boots last night.
Oh my goodness. What a brand new target.
No money off. These targets are sweet.
They look nice.
I've actually sold, so I have the big 36-inch ones.
Yeah.
I've sold 3 or 4 of them, I think.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think they're $350 or something.
They look sweet.
Yeah. I wish, and I know why they didn't do it, but if they would have made one of these fit the inside of the big ones,
Yeah.
it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But
Then you just replace.
I mean, the inside is replaceable, but you got to buy that specific
Yeah.
thing. I haven't priced how much those are. I mean, this guy, this is rated 410 feet per second, crossbow and compound,
Yeah, those are nice targets.
$95.
Heavy duty. Like they're heavy.
Real heavy duty. Made in the USA.
Hell yeah. Can't beat it.
And a hell of a footrest. So yeah, welcome to, what did we decide last week's episode was?
22? Or is that 21? And this is 22.
I don't remember. For some reason, 23s.
23? 22, 23?
We're in the 20s.
Yeah, it's just a guess at this point.
Yep, I guess it's not really important what number it is.
Yeah.
But,
It's kind of hard to believe that we're like week
Mm-hmm.
23 or 22, 25, 20 something,
Yeah,
whichever.
quarter century. Yeah, pretty much every week. We missed a couple weeks in here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna start releasing Wednesday mornings now.
Yes.
It works
Tuesday
better.
nights, Wednesday mornings. I think we mentioned this last week because we did it on Tuesday. We decided Mondays were not a
Yeah.
great day to.
Yeah, Lucy's got dancing. Oh, yeah. What the heck are we gonna do when the video league starts? I'm here till 9 o'clock every night,
Yeah, I don't know.
and we
It's
shoot.
gonna be wish-washy because we have a 8 o'clock time.
Yeah, we shoot at
Tuesdays.
We shoot at 8 on Tuesday, so I mean, guess we could just record after that.
We'd be here till 2 a.m.
I am anyway.
And I got
Um,
work the next day though.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah. I think you could probably get away with taking a nap every once in a while.
I've never taken a nap in here, even when it's slow.
I believe that. You stay busy.
Mm-hmm.
You're rearranging everything now. Looks great.
Thank you.
I think we talked about that too last week.
Mm-hmm.
How you had different sections for each brand, which is
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
fantastic.
Yep, I got quite a few Hoyt accessories in.
Yes.
this
New-
week,
I
so
seen
that-
the new color on the quiver
Yeah,
over
the
there.
Georgia Clay.
It's
That
actually
one's
pretty nice looking.
like
I
it.
haven't
Doug
seen
hates
it in
it.
person. Really?
Doug hates it. Yep.
I don't
So
think I hate it. I mean,
I don't know that I'd want a whole bow in that color.
right. I could see limbs or
So
vice versa.
about that, I had ordered my RX-10 in black riser it was top secret color at that point.
right.
So it's going to be red limbs, and I was super excited about it.
Yeah, that would look cool.
So when my Hoyt guy was here.
Touch of the Georgia Clay.
hmm So when my Hoyt guy was here, I was like, hey, on the bow builder, like you can't put colored limbs on a black riser. He's like, oh, no. No, they decided not to do that. I'm like, what about my bow that I ordered? He's like, well, it's probably just going to be all black with the red topo on the limbs, like that one. I'm like, well,
that looks nice too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like that feature.
it does look cool. Shout out Jim Vandevelde. That's his bow sitting over there, the RX-10 Ultra.
Very nice.
Yeah, it looks freaking sweet. So he had ordered that same color, but an 80 pound, and that's a 75. And I came in yesterday, and I was like, I looked at it, and I'd already told my Hoyt rep that I was canceling my order because I was like, maybe I'll just keep that one. And I was like, oh, that's really close to what Jim ordered. So I texted him. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, that's his. Looks sweet. The wilderness.
It does look really
wilderness
sweet.
riser, blackout limbs.
With the topo
Mm-hmm.
stuff on the limbs.
It does look really
pretty
sweet.
cool.
Yep. But so yeah, that's his. All right, topic this week, and then we'll get into some side note stuff.
We didn't finish
No, we're gonna do
with
the
your
topic. Oh, with my bow.
your Hoyt.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I canceled it yesterday, and he texted me back. He's like, actually, they're gonna make it like that. So I don't know.
Maybe you'll have the only.
Might have
one.
the only one in the country.
That would be
pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Priceless.
Pretty much everybody knows that I'm a sucker for limited edition anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be right up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
Mine too.
Yeah. With I don't know. I probably won't put a stabilizer on it either, just like I did with the RX-9 this year. I mean,
It worked out for you.
yeah. I don't know. I've decided that I don't really like stabilizers.
I'm hit and miss. I like the little short one I got.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I've tried a sidebar on past bows, and like the new sidebar setups with the Matthews, especially being like the bridge lock thing, might be a little bit different. But like in my hunting situations and stuff, it got in the way,
Mm-hmm.
and it loosened up on its own like a couple times.
Really?
To where I just took it off while I was hunting.
You had one in the RX-7, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
remember that being loose all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
I did not care for that.
Mm-hmm.
It honestly didn't make like a huge difference other
Yeah.
than just make the bow heavier for me. For me personally,
I found with the Lift X that I was shooting. Maybe I've talked about this. People are gonna have to forgive me. I don't remember what I talk about. So if
Yeah,
I
I'm
repeat
the same
myself,
way,
get over
so.
it. Still a super dope podcast anyway. But no, I hate when I draw a bow back and it shakes side to side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It drives me nuts. I noticed at first when my brother Doug had that Matthews Z9 9-inch brace height.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that thing was like a flag in the wind when you drew it back for me anyway. So with that Lift X, I figured that with no front stabilizer and just the 8-inch sidebar, it almost completely eliminated that. And yeah, it works for me.
Yep.
Keeps the weight down.
Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of people get kind of carried away with stabilizers. Just I say this a lot. Most people aren't going to notice it.
Right.
It looks
Most people.
Most people, yes. Looks, as I say, archery's 90% looks. So yeah, stabilizers look cool. And
Absolutely.
some people they'll get a 15-inch and a 12-inch sidebar, and I'm like, man. I mean, if it makes you feel better, more power to you.
more
But
power to you. But
for hunting, it ain't necessary, man.
no, it's
Not by a long shot.
No, I can see if you're shooting competition, you want that bow perfectly
Mhm.
balanced so that you're as accurate as you possibly can be.
Yeah.
But I mean, with no stabilizers, I mean we're fairly decent at quite a few ranges. I mean,
Yeah, and like stabilizers, it's for a steady hold
mm-hmm.
for the most part. That's what it's for, is a steady hold. Hunting, how many times have you just steady held? A lot of times the deer's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like that buck I killed this year, he came into like 10 yards. I drew back and I was moving with him, and I stopped him and I shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
I mean, most hunting situations, they happen fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, like you said, they're moving.
Mhm.
Like it's moving parts all the time. I just feel like, you don't have to go overboard on your stabilizer setup.
Yeah, and this is kind of what we're going to get into today.
Yeah.
Is modern bow hunting too easy?
Is it too easy?
Maybe it is.
They've come out, I mean, there's a lot of great technology,
Mhm.
and it is so far off from where everything started.
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, you still got us for the compound guys with all the high tech stuff. You still have to stand up, or you can shoot sitting down.
Yeah.
A lot of people shoot standing up, so you stand up. You still have to draw your bow without the deer
Mm-hmm.
seeing you. I mean, there's still a lot of moving parts to where it's difficult, but it's not a long bow.
Right.
You know,
But yeah, maybe modern bow hunting has gotten too easy.
that's, in my opinion, I feel like it's not like too easy.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start talking about like the crossbow thing.
We'll get into this all in a minute.
Right.
Let's cover a couple
Of the
day-to-day
other-
things real quick.
Yes.
So the video league's going to be starting
Yes.
the week of January 19th. And I'm going to also be doing, this is the first announcement. I've had a lot of questions. I'm going to be doing a Vegas-style spot league. You know, the 3-dot
Yep.
deal. A lot of people have been asking me about it. And it's going to be super, super easy going. You just, if you're free Monday at 4, if you're free Friday at 2, just stop in, shoot your 10 ends, 30 arrows, bring me your score. I write it down. I'm going to post everything on Facebook. So X's are going to count as 10 points, but X's will be tiebreakers. So you're going to have 10, 9, 8, 5, the normal Vegas scoring. Sometimes X's are 11 points. We're not going to do that. It's still 10 points, but it's a tiebreaker.
Just an X.
And we're going to take your top. At the end, it's going to be 10 weeks, just like the video league. And if people that are shooting the video league want to shoot that, sure. But a lot of times before people shoot the video league, they'll be warming up out there, which just isn't going to impede with that because it's not going to be set times with, 5 guys every time. So people warming up, might, distract some people, but they can just wait, whatever. This isn't Vegas, and this isn't the Lancaster Classic. So yeah, just come in and shoot when you can at your own pace. Bring me your score. I write it down, and top 8 scores, just in case some people miss weeks here and there. It's going to be your top 8 scores, X's or tiebreakers. Come in if you want to shoot 3 weeks worth in one night to make up, just as long as you got at least 8 scores. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't decided on what I'm going to charge for it. It's not going to be free. Sorry. It crossed my mind to do a weekly cash payout for this, but just too many moving parts,
Right. It's a lot to
Yeah, like if it was
manage.
a scheduled thing like the video is, maybe I'd do a weekly payout, but yeah, it's just going to be
Just one grand finale.
yeah,
at the
one
end.
winner at the end. Yeah. And probably cash prize.
Yeah.
Probably. And I don't know if, those guys probably be welcome to come to the video banquet. Maybe I'll have a separate
Have
thing.
like a little banquet.
Yeah.
They can just add it on to
And
it.
hopefully this year's banquet's going to be a little bit more exciting than, last year was just here at the shop. Me and Alex haven't talked about it yet, what we're going to do for the banquet. But anyway,
I'm sure
yeah.
you got plenty of time to come up with something.
Yeah.
I'm sure whatever you guys come up with, it'll be
It's going to be fun.
very nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, what else was there updates I wanted to talk about? I thought there was something else.
The slaughter's over.
Yeah, rifle season has ended. It has come to an end. Sunday the last day? Or
Saturday.
Saturday was the last
Saturday
day.
was the last day.
Yep. For the first time in a long time, I didn't have to worry about when the last day was because
Yeah,
all our tags were filled.
I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't real concerned with
You weren't worried about it,
I
but
wasn't worried about the rifle season this year, although I've been hearing a lot of people seeing a lot of bucks with antlers shed already, which is a little discouraging, but I
Mhm.
still have hope. I'm really actually looking forward to it.
good.
The flintlock.
Flintlock
season.
and maybe get out with the bow late season.
Maybe a few times with the bow. Primarily, it's going to be with the flintlock, and I've always wanted to save my buck tag for flintlock season, and
Yeah.
I just never have because, like, I get
Because modern bow hunting's gotten too easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean I can just shoot one in archery season, which that 7-point he's still alive.
He's still around.
Yep, I got him on camera the other night. After a long time of not seeing him and then looking at him on camera. I'm like,
Son of a gun.
maybe I should have.
Uh-huh.
But you never shoot on.
Never pass on a first day what you'd gladly take on a last.
Yes, exactly. So I'm holding strong to that. If I see him with the flintlock,
Oh,
I think it'll probably happen.
yeah. I would think if you saw
just because
12-inch legal 6-point.
See, I'm still going to be picky.
Are you still going to be picky?
I'm still going to be
I
somewhat
appreciate
picky.
that. Yeah.
I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm actually going to stick to the, if I need meat, I'll shoot a doe.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, like we just spoke, if you shoot a buck with the flintlock, it's not big enough, you can probably just pop them horns off real quick and put your doe tag on
Antlerless
it.
deer.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
We're joking.
It was a joke.
It's a joke. God. I'm going to have the game commission in here.
Yeah, they're going to be in here. Or at my house.
Yeah.
We heard you were going to kick the antlers off
Operation
the
Game
buck. I was
Thief?
like,
Hey, you look familiar.
Yeah, I have a patch. Like, I'm one of you, Honorary deputy.
I'll show you
like
my
a kid.
Cabela's card. Yeah.
I have a plaque.
Little plastic badge.
But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I've always wanted to kill a buck with flintlock, and this year I might.
You're going to do it.
I actually have an opportunity because I still have a buck tag.
Mhm.
And if it gets boiled down to the end of flintlock, like the last day or something, and I see a doe, that
Put
is
your
an
buck tag on
option. That is an option in Pennsylvania
Yep.
with the flintlock. Is if you have a buck tag and you can't shoot a buck like me, you can shoot a doe with your buck tag with a flintlock,
Yes.
not with a bow.
Not late season archery. Just a flintlock.
The flintlock.
Yep.
Just in case you didn't know that, don't shoot a doe with your bow and put your buck tag on it.
Mhm.
It's not going to go over well.
It's not going to go in your favor for sure.
But I'm hoping there's still a few left around. I never heard anything about those. The one nice one that I was seeing or getting pictures of. I guess I never saw them
Mm-hmm.
in archery there. So I've never heard anybody shooting them or finding them dead anywhere. So
Did you hear about that 7-point that I believe it was an Amish chick killed it. 137 at 7-point.
really,
Yeah.
that is a buck.
Mm-hmm. My dad
That's a
told
heck
me.
of a buck.
My dad told me he heard about it, but I wasn't sure I believed him. Not him who told him. But then Rich was in here today, and he was like, "Yeah, did you hear about that?" I'm like, "Oh, so that's true.
That's a
heck of a 7-point.
It'd take a monster of a
Mhm.
7-point to hit almost 140 inches.
Yeah."
That's
Yep.
awesome.
And I think Rich said like he'd been watching it. I think he was hunting it. Maybe I don't know where it was. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. But yeah, that's quite a buck.
Yeah. And I'm hoping something like that happens. I mean, I see just because we push some stuff that we don't touch in any other time of the year. So maybe.
Oh my God, the game
sirens out
commissioner's
there.
already here. We were joking.
There's sirens. I was just kidding. But I mean, we hit some places where we don't normally go in rifle season, or well, not rifle season. I hardly ever rifle hunt, but like, just never get to go there. So
Mhm.
maybe you never know what could happen.
Yep.
And maybe I'll shoot a real big one with my flintlock.
That'd be freaking awesome, dude. Yeah.
But I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, and I'm just going to hope for a decent one.
Yeah. Just a respectable PA buck.
Yes, exactly. Your typical 16-inch 8-point, 110.
Mhm. I'd like to know how many buck are killed with a flintlock each year.
Probably
PA.
not many.
Probably not many.
Not many at all. I mean,
I'm sure there's a handful of guys that, like Gary Hope, that, I mean, he doesn't save his tag for flintlock, but I bet there's quite a few guys out there that only hunt flintlock.
yeah, there probably is. I mean, it's an enjoyable thing to do.
Mhm.
And there's, the people that do it are passionate about it, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I know quite a few guys that actually like go to shoots and stuff like that. And like Gary, he's in the green hats there.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know, not sure.
Is that a secret?
I think it's like a coven,
Yeah.
secret coven. Sorry, Gary. I didn't mean
They
to
might
bring that
kill
up.
him.
We might have to like.
They might kill us.
I'm gonna have to take this out.
If they miss us the first time, we got some time.
Yeah,
to
we
run,
got
though, 'cause
about-
they're gonna shoot at us.
I
with
mean, they probably
flintlocks.
reload pretty fast
I
as
bet,
much as
yeah.
they shoot. So I mean, probably got about 15 seconds.
Yeah, I think we'd get away.
I think so.
Can you imagine a
run
round
fast
ball
with my-
ripping through your?
Oh man,
Oh,
no, that'd be terrible.
yeah.
Probably not. I think I'd be more afraid of a broadhead, but
Yeah, I would. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
But-
I mean, the people that do it are passionate about it. So there are probably some guys
Mhm.
out there that wait. You know, I want to shoot
Yeah.
one with my flintlock this year.
I'm glad I don't have any tags left because I've really been itching for a good flintlock the last few years.
And they're not cheap for like a
No.
a real good one, like a Kibler or something like that. You're over $1,000
Yeah,
easily.
and that is still in my sights one of these years is to get some Kibler kits in here that people can buy the kit,
Mhm.
and then have some and build them, sell some high end stuff in here. And I'd like a little section of flintlock stuff, like
Yeah.
flints, stuff that like people like.
Would need
Yeah,
right before the season.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
you're
not gonna
going
be-
through your
there's
stuff.
not gonna
Like
be a
right
lot.
now, I wish you had some Hornady 50 caliber balls.
yeah,
Because I'd be jumping all over
Mhm.
that. But I think I should have plenty for the season, but I like to be over prepared just in case,
hmm
you know.
yeah,
There have been some bad years.
yeah, or fun, good.
Yeah, they're
years.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they shoot a lot.
I hope I'm there when you guys push out Ross's again because I just want to see that parade of deer again that we saw that one time.
Were we at the same drive?
Yes. I wasn't there the year before when there
Unfortunately,
was
we were there.
475 deer that came out of there. Little 30,
Instead-
30-second
Instead,
push.
we heard, okay, we're starting. And then all of a sudden, here they come. And like, oh,
All right, Dustin, you can start walking.
all right,
Oh,
there's
Dustin. Huh?
I didn't see anything.
No.
Somebody said that it looked like the Amish were in there.
Mm.
It's hard to say.
Mhm.
I guess
But-
if they have permission, then
Yeah.
more power to them.
Absolutely. So yeah, rifle season's over. You still got a tag in your pocket. Flintlock's coming up. Late season archery's coming up.
Late
If
season
you guys
archery.
need, we still got everything here.
It would be cool to shoot one with my bow in late season if I get that opportunity. Who
Mhm.
knows? See if I even take it.
Like I said, Rich was in here. He's still got a buck tag, and he's a big late season archery guy.
Yeah.
He's always-
killed a couple real good
he's always
ones
like
in late
that.
season.
Yep. But yeah, it's always good seeing with him when he stops in. He doesn't stop in too often, but yeah, he's doing good.
Good.
A lot of
Good to
people
hear.
a lot of people ask me about him when they're in here. So yeah, Rich is doing good. Everybody that's
If
curious.
you were wondering.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all the updates that we had for now. For this week, what else?
Now the
Anything
end of
else?
rifle season went pretty good. I was.
Did Kate get one yet?
She got a doe
Okay.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Nice.
I went and did a little walking around, see if I could kick something up. They were holding pretty tight because of the snow. So, but I did get some deer moving, and her dad and her both shot one.
Nice.
She made a good shot. I was proud.
What else
Nice.
did you do Saturday? Was that Saturday you sent me that picture? Of the little guy that was following Kate through the woods?
Oh yeah, he took Nolan out on his
That's
first
awesome.
his first little outdoor adventure. He had his little orange coat on.
He was cute as a butt. It was just the back of him, but I was like, oh man, that's the best. You got to save that picture.
Oh, I have
Forever.
yeah,
Print it out,
definitely. I have
something.
another one of them sitting in the shack with his
iPad,
iPad.
yep.
He's got blankets all. Yeah, I took 2 blankets to wrap him up in so he didn't get cold. And I mean, my brother's got a kerosene heater in there. We had on, so it wasn't. He had a good time.
Me and you, when you sent me the picture, we joked about kids being spoiled, but
Mhm.
I
He
like-
was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy that
he was out there. He had fun, didn't he?
Yes.
Did he complain about being cold? Did he
No.
complain about being bored?
Not once.
No. So,
He
sure,
did.
he had an iPad. He had a
kept
heater.
saying he would forget that we needed to be quiet, and I'd have to remind him like every 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, we're whispering now,
Mhm.
buddy. And he's like, okay. Yeah. And he'd be like, hey, Daddy. I'm like, shh. Is there any deer out there yet? And I'm like, well, there's not gonna be if you keep being loud. I was like, we're still whispering, man. Oh yeah, sorry. He'd start whispering, and then like 5 minutes later, hey, Daddy. I'm like, okay, buddy. Can we? Yeah, I
Simmer
believe in
down a little bit.
I
I believe in spoiling the kids and hunting season,
especially at
when
the
they're
age
young.
that he's at now.
Yes.
You know, and like, I guess I want to be that. I don't know. When I started, it was, I'm in a ladder stand. It's freezing. I'm freezing. I don't have enough clothes on. My jacket was from 1972. It was a hand-me-down from like my grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. And like, I was cold. And I feel, in my mind, I'm like, that's how they got to do it. That's man's way. But,
Yeah.
but like at the age he is now, he needs to be where it's warm. I'm not going to make him miserable and have him hate it before he even gets started.
Right. And I mean, I was the same as you. We didn't have any heated stands. I was usually in a lock on. That I've talked about the tree that I grew up hunting in with my dad. He had a lock on this way, and I had a lock on this way, and that's where we hunted. My brother Josh, he did build a pole stand. I forget if it was a senior project, but I mean, no heat. There wasn't no windows or anything. It was just
something blocked the
elevated,
wind a little bit.
Yeah, 6x6 or 6x8 stand. So yeah, no, I didn't have it super easy, but I don't ever remember complaining.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
No.
I never
and
once
I hunted hard.
Yeah, I never once thought, it's too cold. I don't want to go out. But I'm not saying kids are softer nowadays. Maybe they are, but
things are more comfortable.
There's our receipt.
The ghost.
But we have the means now. We have the stand, and I just think if you can spoil your kid in the woods, make them excited. He had his iPad. Your boy had the iPad. He's gonna remember. Oh yeah, I can go up there and be warm.
I won't be bored.
Yeah, I can have my iPad, and then he's gonna grow out of the iPad phase. Like Nolan, it was the first day and the second Saturday. I'd taken my iPad from here, put it in my backpack just in case he got bored. Not because I don't want to give him my phone.
Right.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm bored too. I'm trying to TikTok and Facebook Marketplace and stuff.
So there was a couple times I'm like, "Hey man, you want my iPad?" He's like, "No, I don't want it." I'm like, "Do you want my phone?" He's like, "Nope, I'm good." I'm like, "Not a boy."
Nice.
Like he's just watching for deer. We talk and have fun. So, and I honestly think if we just had a 2-man ladder stand, he would still want to go out. He'd be fine. He probably would. No, I don't think he would complain about being cold because that kid doesn't get cold. Everybody in my family knows that kid's a sweater. Like he sweats.
I'm a sweater too. I got a high body temperature.
I've never
my
been
feet
like
get
that.
Cold.
Yeah, my feet, my hands. I've given up on trying to keep my hands.
I got a pair of heated socks off Amazon. They're actually
really.
Yeah,
they're
awesome.
I bought Alex and I a pair 2 years ago, I think, for Christmas. I bought her a pair for Christmas, and I ended up. Of course, I had to get myself a pair.
Well, yeah, it's absolutely.
It's funny though. I wrapped them both up, and she opened hers, and I'm like, "Oh, this is weird." But yeah, we tried them last year in ski season. Well, they were the field shear, heat shear, something like that.
I think
I got them from Field and Stream, but they have wires in them, and skiing, I got blisters on the inside of my feet from them. So yeah, I didn't wear them again, but.
The ones I got, I didn't really have much issue with the wire or anything. And then there's an app.
These ones got that too. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. But they were comfortable, and even without them on, they were pretty warm.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could have them on low, and my feet never got cold. They were really nice.
I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa, my dad's dad, had this pair of heated socks, but they took
the battery pack.
D cell.
Yeah.
C cell or whatever the big ones.
The ones I have were C, and they were like a regular pair of wool socks with the most uncomfortable wiring system in them.
Yeah.
And just D batteries.
And like you had to plug them in at home, and they would stay warm, is what he said. Yeah. He's like, they don't heat your feet; they just keep them. They keep that heat or
Remember
something like that.
Those old school like wool socks with the red tops?
Yeah.
That's what they were.
Yeah.
And then they just had like one of them plastic leather pouches on the side with a wire in it that you just you put the back. They were junk.
Yeah, they were. Oh, how far we've come. So, speaking of that,
how far we go,
we'll get back on that subject. Has modern bow hunting gotten too easy?
So, comparably to I'd say 2000s bows, like your Z7s, your Hoyt. I don't know where mine went over there. What is that?
Tricon XL?
Tricon XL. Stuff like that. Speeds, not terribly different.
No,
I mean,
I did shoot that through the chrono. I forget what it was. Mid 200s,
yeah, like
low to mid.
they're not terrible.
Yeah.
All the sights are basically the same. You know, you got pins, you adjust them.
Mm-hmm.
They had single pin sliders back then. Even in the like 90s when you had your high countries and your, I mean, they were
Your
longer
pendulum
axle.
sights. Now that was cheating.
Yeah, that was. I couldn't even imagine.
Man, those were
Might
sweet
as well
though.
have a crossbow.
Yeah, seriously.
Obviously, your ranges aren't. You're not gonna shoot as far with like an old high country as you would with a RX-10.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some things that make it easier. The Garmin sight,
Zero sights.
that it's not terribly different from a regular sight,
Mm-hmm.
other than it does the ranging for you. You don't have to dig have your rangefinder and mess around like with that stuff.
So I will admit I was an anti-Garmin Zero guy until you got one and we were setting it up, and they're super sweet. And then the following day I set one up for another fella.
Yeah,
And they're pretty
they're
cool.
awesome.
So I didn't realize that they also have just fixed pins too, if you can't get a range or whatever.
Yeah, if it's foggy, I believe foggy and like if it's like a brushy situation and like in the woods, especially if there's brush,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shooting that far.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can just you single click it and let it out, and it puts all your like, and I only have it set, I think it's 10, 20, 30, 40. In a wood situation. Like if I'm in that situation where I can't get a range to where I need the fixed pins, it ain't over 40 yards.
Right. Yeah.
So you can have the fixed pins, or you can do the ranges. The fixed pin things is actually a really nice feature.
Has it gotten too easy with that sight?
I don't believe it's too easy.
Okay.
It makes me. I haven't killed anything with it, obviously. I just got it towards the end of archery season. But for me, I think it will make me more efficient, and I'll make a more ethical shot if I'm not fumbling around trying to get a range, trying to move my sight. If it's in that, because mine's just a straight single pin. There's no other pins. It's just one. So, like, if it's at 40 yards, I could always aim a little high. But, is that really ethical?
Not super.
So, if I can still archery hunt in a way where I'm still drawing the bow back, I'm still looking through a peep sight, I still got to aim, I still got to do everything that everybody else does. I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where the deer is, it's, at 26 yards. I know for a fact that when it puts a pin up, I aim exactly where I need to aim and the arrow's going there.
Yeah.
So, like, it's going to make me more efficient killer.
Mm-hmm.
So anything
harvester. I don't think you can say kill. It's harvesting.
I'm sorry for anyone that looks down on.
I actually get annoyed by the term harvest.
Harvest.
I harvested
deer.
Hey, you killed it, bro. You killed it.
You killed it.
You're gonna eat it.
You're a
sure.
killer. You killed it, and you're gonna eat it.
When I see it on Instagram, they're like, "Look at my harvest. I harvested this deer."
Yeah, it's a little cringy.
Just say you killed it, man.
Just say it. I killed this nice buck.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna eat the thing.
Freaking shot it right in the face. Speaking of shooting it in the face, when we were going to Idaho for that elk hunt in 22, I forget how many years, maybe 2 years we were planning it, and every time I talked to Brian, I'm like, I'm going to shoot an elk right in the freaking face. Well, then I shot that elk on the first morning, I pinwheeled him right behind the shoulder, and he's like, I'm a little disappointed. All these months you've been saying you're going to shoot an elk right in the face, and you didn't shoot in the face.
I wasn't actually. It was just talk. We were just talking.
Yeah, I let him down though. Sorry, Brian. I know I know he's going to listen to this. Brian always listens to him.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's a better follower than I am.
Nevin's never listened to an episode.
I've listened to one.
Oh yeah, the one you weren't on when you were out of town with the family.
Yes.
Yeah, me and
Yep,
Doug.
I did. Yeah.
Was it me and Doug?
I think Josh might have been.
Well, it was the three of us. Yeah,
Might have been there.
that was a
too.
fun episode.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
good. I enjoyed it.
You know what would be really cool if Dustin got on one of these episodes?
Yeah, I know. We'll never talk him into anything like that, though. He's being stubborn about it.
He's Dustining.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So, yeah, you got your range finding sights.
Yes.
You got your range finding scopes on the crossbows now.
Yes, you do.
There's 3 or 4 different ones.
See, now that.
Okay, here we go. Get into it.
All right. So, and I'm not saying that if you're
You can say it.
okay, I'm not actually saying it because I don't feel that way. If you're a terrible shot with a compound bow, please, by all means,
Yes.
use a crossbow. Make
Mhm.
it easier on the deer for the love of God. But if you're a perfectly able-bodied person and you've never tried a compound bow and you tell me that you don't have time to practice, this angers me.
Yeah, me too.
I get PO'd. I'm going to try to keep it PG here, but I get PO'd when I hear the excuse of, I don't have time to practice.
Yeah.
You know what I do for a living? I also have 2 children, 2 dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and a life.
Just wait till your kids get into sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to hunt with a compound bow.
Yeah.
Like, do not use that excuse. If you're just a little piece of advice, if you are talking to
PSA.
me, do not tell me you do not have time to practice.
Yeah. I don't like hearing I don't have time from anybody.
No.
You know what really grinds my gears? When someone with no kids tells me they don't have time for something.
Right.
Why don't you go pound salt in a phone
Yeah.
booth?
Yeah. Get out of my face right now. Do not tell me that. I just that is not an excuse. So like if you're like, yeah, I have a crossbow because I just don't have time. What do?
They're making an excuse for themselves.
Exactly.
Because they feel bad about it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to, I mean, okay, I will judge some people for hunting with a crossbow, mainly for fun.
Yeah, I will too, and I'll
But-
pick on people.
Yeah,
you know,
It's all in
and
good fun.
It is.
But yeah, don't use it.
No.
Don't use no time.
Please
as an
tell me
excuse.
it's a complete lie. Be
Would-
like, I blew my shoulder out last year, even if you didn't. Don't tell me
because you know what
don't
that
have
tells me when they say they don't have time to practice with the compound. They're also not practicing with their crossbow.
time. Exactly.
Is that
You also
is that
have to
any better?
practice with a crossbow. Like,
yeah? Like people think they can just come in here, buy a crossbow off the shelf. I can't tell you how many people have asked me, "Is this thing sighted in?" I don't know. Go
Like-
shoot
like,
it.
I haven't sighted. It's horrible.
Yeah, and they buy the and I know so many people are coming in here buying a crossbow, buying broadheads, going to the woods without shooting anything
Yeah.
at a target.
And then, yeah, it's irritating.
Mhm.
It's extremely irritating, and it's mostly people that rifle hunt or rifle hunted in the past only, rifle only, and then crossbows are like rifles. Do
Up
not.
until I bought the shop, I called them cross guns.
Yeah, I still call them cross guns, but I don't own a bow shop, and I don't have to deal with people that.
There's, I had the perfect term. Now I'm spacing on it. There's guys who hunt with crossbows, and there's crossbow hunters. I forget. Did I tell you this?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. I
Can't
don't
remember
remember
what-
talking about it.
dang it. Anyway, there's people, say, my dad. He had open heart surgery last year. He came and bought a crossbow. He's a guy that's archery hunting with a crossbow.
Yes.
And then there's other guys who rifle hunt and maybe don't have the best hunting background, but they get mad because archer hunters get the quote
best
unquote
time.
first shot at the big bucks.
Right.
So they go buy a crossbow and they just go in the woods with a crossbow.
Yep.
with no,
so they can get out before rifle
And they-
season with a rifle.
kind of think it's like their old grandpa's 30-30 where they can, they most of the time don't shoot those at all unless
Yeah.
it's at a deer.
Just rip it out to the
And-
woods and
yeah.
just go. Yeah.
We've kind of gotten off
that is true.
subject. So
So modern
archery hunting,
archery hunting.
has it gotten too easy with the crossbows?
Yes and no. There is, like you said, there are people that have to use a crossbow. But you talk to those people, and they're like...
I also want to say, my dad killed his buck this year with his compound.
See?
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. You talk to those people, and they say, I really wish
Mm-hmm.
I could go back
I hate that I have to use a crossbow.
and use a compound. But I can't because of an injury
Yep.
and whatever, a disability, anything like that. I firmly am behind young kids
Mm-hmm.
with the crossbow thing because you got it. A compound is something that you actually have to introduce your kids into.
Yeah.
Like, and a hunting, their first hunting situation is going to be a nervous one. I mean, there's a lot of emotions that happen
Mm-hmm.
when there's a deer in
And
front of
there's
you.
so much that can happen with a compound.
Yes, and
Even
you
a
know,
crossbow.
it's not
Yeah.
ideal,
There's
and
just-
it can happen with a crossbow, but
Mhm.
it makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people do it because it's easier.
Yeah.
And for the kids. So yes, kids, injuries,
I have
senior.
I have a theory. I'm not going to say on live podcast that I dislike that crossbows are open to everyone, but I think it would be nice if it was like mentored youth up to 16 or even 12
Yeah,
could use. I think 16 is good because
I-
kids,
yeah.
just like I always say, you can't judge deer age. Some kids they can't draw a bow until they're 16.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
people are different.
Yeah, people are different. But I think mentored youth up to 16, and then you got to use a compound, and then say 65, over 65,
I'd even go as low as 60.
maybe even 60. Yeah, 60.
It's they're getting up there.
yeah, and then
Maybe it's time.
any medical,
Yeah,
like it used to be
For sure.
doctor's excuse.
Yep.
I think that
Yes.
would be fair. I don't know. It's such a slippery slope because
well, there's a lot of rifle hunters,
mhm,
and it's and there is a certain person that this takes, but they're like walking around the woods like they're rifle hunting,
mhm,
and they're just slinging bolts. I'm not going to call them arrows. They're just slinging bolts at deer that they see,
mhm,
like a rifle.
Yeah.
because under their impression, that's what it's like.
yep,
And I'm talking about the guy that's wearing his Pittsburgh Steelers jacket and a
mhm.
stocking hat out to the woods.
Yeah.
You know that type of person.
Oh yeah,
And like it's not good for the deer.
mhm.
It's not good for anybody. It's I just can't jump on board with it.
Yeah, there's certain people that going to a crossbow is more ethical. And there's certain people
Yeah.
that buying a crossbow is horribly unethical
Yes.
because they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, in some ways, yes, the crossbows have made archery hunting too easy.
Hmm.
And I always like the ones who are going after a big buck,
Hmm.
and they have a crossbow, right?
Hmm.
So they can't get close enough to this buck out in the field to kill it with a compound.
Yeah.
So they go out with the crossbow and shoot the thing at like 70 yards.
Hmm.
And then when they take the pictures with it, they don't pose with anything.
Oh, weird.
They remove the weapon from the picture.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe put on a Matthews hat or something.
Hmm.
I've seen it. I've heard
Yeah.
about it. They're ashamed.
Hmm. Yeah. If you see a grip and grin, as some people like to call them, with no weapon in it,
Most
chances
of the
are it's a
time.
crossbow. Yep.
Because, like, I know me, you, anybody I know, the guys that shoot them with the compounds are proud to say it.
I'm darn proud of it.
And I'm putting my bow in the picture.
I'm so proud of it that this year I even put a Hoyt in my picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
If I could go back
extremely proud of you.
20, maybe even 5 years, and tell myself that I was going to kill a deer with a Hoyt, I'd be like, "Pfft,
No way.
you're up in your sleep. That's ridiculous."
But here we are.
I did it.
You got a Hoyt hat on.
I'm wearing a Hoyt hat, actually.
It's a nice hat. I like that.
Yeah,
Camo
Gus
pattern.
gave me this when he was here. That is a sweet hat.
That is a nice hat.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
it fits really nice too. It's an outdoor cap
Oh yeah.
brand. Yeah, which I used to hate outdoor cap because they used to be like the cheapest, high crown, stupid looking
Oh yeah.
hats. They make a nice hat nowadays.
It looks nice. I like that hat.
Mm-hmm. And actually, Hoyt, the last Hoyt that I got in, it wasn't the last one. It was the last Enduro that I got.
Ah.
Check out the Hoyt hat that came with it. It's a Richardson 111, which is a cheap knockoff of a Legacy,
Oh yeah.
old favorite trucker.
I see it's a little floppy.
Yeah. Yeah, I said cheap knockoff because I don't like Richardson hats.
I mean, I like the hat.
It's a nice hat. And I hope that all the Hoyts are coming with that. That one, sorry, whoever's listening is going to get this, Bo. That's my hat. Sorry. You're going to get one of the other
You can pick one of the other
Hoyt
hats.
hats. Actually, yeah, this came with the Enduro because the carbon ones still come with the Redworks
Oh yeah.
hats. But
gray
yeah, if
and
you buy an
black.
Enduro, you're still getting a regular Hoyt hat because this one's staying here. Sorry. But
Yeah. Back to
and then we're gonna get onto the subject of arrows.
arrow setups.
Arrows are
Lot-
super precise,
Efficient. They're
Nowadays,
extremely efficient.
efficient.
It's
I
like
mean,
you're talking down to plus or minus like
1,000.
1,000.
Like a match grade
yeah.
arrow is down to a 1,000th straightness.
Back in the day, you had those aluminum arrows. It might be a little bent. You could kind
spin
of-
in your hand. That's pretty straight.
enough.
Doesn't wobble too bad. But for example, I've said this before, that Lift X, I was shooting 120 yards with it
Yeah.
for fun in yards.
And like being consistent.
Consistently shooting 120 yards with a compound bow.
Yep. That's like when I put that new sight on mine, I was shooting 80 yards, and I had 2 arrows. I think they were about a half inch apart
Mm-hmm.
in the black dot, which is about a 2-inch black dot in my target. It's pretty all right.
Yeah.
And at 90 yards, I was within the red circle. I think it's about 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 arrows in that at 90.
Yeah.
And then my sight was like, you're not going any further.
Yeah.
I said, okay, guess I'm not going any further.
But yeah, so nowadays, compound bows, we're off the crossbow subject. We've covered that enough.
Yeah, I think we've dug into that
Mhm.
enough. And it's a
Compound
dead
bows
horse.
are made on highly precise CNC machines. Hopefully, most of them are DMG Mori machines. If you're not making your bows on DMG Mori machines, you should be. They're the best. They're the best machines
of the
out there.
best.
CNC. They got 3D printed metal 3D printers. So yeah, DMG Mori. They're the best machines out there. That's what you got to be using.
Absolutely.
But they're made so exact and precise nowadays, with all this technology crammed into one package: the bow, the arrows, the sights, everything like that. And we're making everything so precise to shoot something inside 50 yards.
Yep.
Isn't that insane?
It is insane.
Yeah.
But is it making it too easy? I don't think so. I think it's just making it so we can perform better
Hmm.
and make better shots, and it still doesn't happen.
Every little
know.
bit that can improve our efficacy.
Yeah. Is that
I hear Steve Rinella say that word all the time. I think it means ethicalness, efficiency.
efficient? It does make us more efficient.
I'm not a very smart man.
And I do believe that we. I mean, you watch some of them old videos. They shot good.
Hmm.
You know, they still made good shots on the deer, but you didn't see a whole lot of 40-yard shots like you do now. You know, a lot of the guys on TV are shooting. I think 62 yards. Like,
Oh, I got to talk about
like,
this real quick.
Man,
I think pretty much everybody that's come in here knows my opinion on the Bomars. Somebody was in here the other day and showed me a video of, what's the woman's name? Sarah. Shooting a deer. Have you seen this video?
I don't think so.
I'll have to show it to
I'm
you.
not up to date.
The problem with people like that, not just them, people like that make products and want to show off how good their product is, they take poor shots trying to show how good their equipment is. So she was shooting, obviously, the Sever broadhead. No,
Beast.
Sorry. The Beast broadhead, which I swallow my pride. I sell them in here. They are extremely good broadheads.
I used them. I killed my Kansas buck, and I killed a doe in Kansas with it.
Personally, I haven't shot them. I haven't used one yet because I was using the Grim Reapers. Again, currently my favorite broadhead. Mechanical.
Yes.
The Grim Reaper. But the Beast broadhead, great head. I got to give all the credit.
I've seen good things. I've heard good things.
Yes, I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about them.
They made a good broadhead.
I think it's totally idiotic that they send finger protectors and a Band-Aid with them. I hate it.
I like the Band-Aid.
I hate it so much.
I was like, I got a Band-Aid.
It is such a tool move. But anyway, this buck that she was shooting, it was facing directly away from her, looking back over its right shoulder. She shot it right in the right butt cheek. Aimed, she said in the video, she aimed for the right butt cheek. Shot it right in the ace.
And it's not putting good, but
No, my thing is, all these younger people, not even younger people, all these people that idolize folks like the Bomars,
right,
are going to watch
just
this
start
video.
making ass shots,
Yes.
butt shots.
They're going to watch this video and think, oh my God, she did it.
It worked for her.
I got this 105-inch buck in front of me right now, facing away from me. I can make that shot. That's my biggest issue with stuff like that.
Yes.
Is that they put that in somebody's head, and then somebody
now,
thinks,
all of a sudden it becomes a standard practice.
Yeah, I can make that shot, and they shoot 3 inches too low and hit it in the back leg, and
or or a little bit to the right or left, catch it right in the femur, and now he's just wounded.
Yeah, and here's the other thing is they never show what happens in between the shot and the trophy pick.
Right.
Like, I would imagine they probably had to call a dog in and all this stuff. I don't know. She's like, yeah, it went all the way up through, came out its chest, and he went. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did go 40 yards and
maybe
back.
she watched it fall.
Yeah, it could have.
It could have got lucky. I mean, I've heard of it.
I know one person very well, and along with my cousin, who has shot numerous deer in the butt, and they ran 50 yards with the femoral artery. And
I actually haven't myself gotten the femoral artery. I've had some things happen to where that's where my arrow went.
Right.
I recovered. I think it might be probably 3 deer, which isn't horrible for 23 years of bow hunting.
Right.
But I think it might have been 3 deer. I think one of them I didn't find, but he ended up getting killed in rifle season that year. So
right, and those were just the situation. You didn't take.
No, I wasn't shooting it.
You weren't aiming for the butt because that's all you could see. I've heard people talking, and when I was at the co-op, they sent me and Matt down for, I forget what school it was, climb school, whatever. And I was listening to these 3 idiots behind me talking. And the one's like, oh, he was huge. He was a 160-inch buck. He was in the brush. All I could see was his guts. So I shot him in the guts. And
going for the gut shot.
I wanted
to
punch that guy in the face so much.
I hope he didn't I
quit listening. I don't know if he found it or not. But
yeah, I mean, gut shots, I wouldn't just take it just because.
Yeah, I just can't stand when people are talking. They're like, oh, it was huge, and all I could see was this, and so I shot. Yeah.
Actually, the biggest buck I've ever seen in Pennsylvania, the one my brother shot, I had him at like 40 yards. Mm-hmm. But all I could see was his neck. I had a shot at his neck. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking, this is a 157-inch Pennsylvania buck.
And you know this because your brother killed it and you measured it. Yes.
So This is a huge deer,
Mhm.
and he's 40 yards away. I didn't shoot at him. You know, somebody would have in that situation. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
The right person, they'd have been like, "Oh, I had a shot at his neck at 40 yards. I shot him in his neck.
Yeah.
Didn't find him.
You still
know?
make fun of me for the biggest.
Okay.
But
I
this is
I just
this
like
is
to,
a different
I just like
situation.
to pick. Yeah.
I had the stick bow, and he was 23 yards. The biggest. He was an 8-point. He was freaking. I grunted him in from 300 yards. It was open timber. Was down in this little bowl, and 23 yards, and I didn't shoot just because I was like, you know what,
He was
my
3 yards too far.
my cutoff is 20 yards. So I'm not doing it.
I respect the hell out of you for that. I am gonna pick on you from time to time
Yeah.
about it.
I just
3 yards comment.
I know. And I say the story. I'm not saying it because I think I'm, better than other people that would have taken the shot. I have a rule for myself.
Yeah,
and
and you followed it.
Yeah.
Which takes a lot of willpower to do something like
It took
that
a
with
lot
a
of
big
willpower.
buck standing in
Oh
front
my
of you.
god, he was so big, dude.
I would have had a hard time with that. I would have been like 23, okay. I aim a little bit high.
Yeah.
I
And
probably would have.
at the time, like I didn't like he came in, and like I said, I was in this bowl, so I was eye level with him. He came in, he knew exactly where those grunts came from.
Oh yeah.
And I was in a saddle, and he was looking right through my face. Like he didn't know anything was that he didn't have any idea I was there, but he was staring right through me. And he turned and walked, so I couldn't range him or anything. And I was like, you know what? That's just a little bit too far. I'm not going to shoot. And I ranged where his feet were later. I was like, 23 yards. That was really close. But I've never regretted it per se.
Right.
You
Because what if something would have happened?
Yeah.
You took a shot you're not used to taking, and something happened, and you would have felt terrible. Because when you shoot a deer and it doesn't go your way and you can't find it, there's few things in the hunting world that makes you feel worse.
In my 26, this is my 26. I'm 36, 25 years, whatever. I've, knock on wood, only lost 3 deer in archery season. One, I was real young, and I was actually supposed to go on a date with that. We were supposed to go to the haunted corn maze, me and Alex, and I hit this buck right in the shoulder blade. And he was a decent 8-point. I hit him right in the shoulder blade. And that was before rangefinders. I think he was like 40 yards. I didn't know any better. I just flung a freaking arrow at him, and I was like, crap.
Yeah, that's never.
And
never a good sound.
Me and Greg, for 2 days we searched and looked, and I'm sure he was still alive.
He's probably limping a little, but I'm sure he made it.
And then that doe last year, I plucked the string and hit her in the neck. I got a picture of her later in the year. She made it. Which again, neck shots, hate them.
Not
ideal. Sometimes lose respect for people when they tell me they are a neck shooter. There's a lot of empty space in the neck.
Yes.
I won't get on that subject if that's what you want to shoot.
Oh
my God, the video shut off.
No. Where are we at? We're at an hour almost. No.
Anyway.
We lost the video already.
What was I saying?
Last week.
Neck shooting.
An hour and a half. Yeah, neck shot.
Yeah, and then that buck this year that I hit.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
It still sucks at those 3.
I think I'm upwards of 4 to 5.
45?
4.25.
Oh, 4.25.
Yeah, 45, 50, somewhere around that. It's like, no, I've had, a fair share of bad times.
And it happens.
But you learn from them,
Yeah.
And you try not to make that mistake again. But it's inevitable, If you archery hunt for any period of time, eventually something like that is going to happen.
Yep.
And it is unfortunate, but it does happen.
It happens.
It happens in rifle season. It happens in every season. Like, there's gun hunters. Oh, them archery hunters out there just wounding deer left and right. Well, I might say the same thing about rifle hunters.
You want to know the difference? In my opinion, archery hunters, when we hit something, most of us, I would say the majority, we'll spend hours, days looking for that deer.
Days.
I don't know how many rifle hunters that, a lot of them, they'll shoot, they'll walk up and be like, well, no deer, guess I missed it.
Yep.
no blood, no deer, and then they go back to hunting.
I've actually, I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but there was a quite large buck, and I had one picture of him. I'm not going to indulge, but somebody had shot at him, and it ran off, and somebody else witnessed the whole thing, and it ran off. The person witnessing it watched it fall, and the guy just didn't even go look.
Oh, my God.
And so the person that witnessed it got down, went and told like, hey, that buck you shot at died. Like, it's over here. Oh.
Jeez, oh, man.
You ain't even going to go look. It's wild. Absolutely wild.
I mean, people are raised differently. Me and you, we were raised that if you shoot at something, you do your due diligence.
Yeah,
you try to find
that deer.
Yeah.
It's like Billy Madison, the little puppy story. You get and you find the dog.
Yeah.
It's like same thing. You get out there and you find that freaking deer.
Yeah. I was just going to say something. I forget. But yeah, there's so many things that is done wrong in hunting in general.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of things that have come a long way technology wise as well that make recoveries.
How do you
easier.
feel about drones? Should they be legal?
I think they should be legal for recovery.
Absolutely.
Right.
It makes
perfect sense.
It makes absolutely no sense for it to be illegal to use a thermal drone, in the recovery of an animal.
Right. But if you're using it to do other shit, stuff, sorry.
It's okay.
It's
and that's
shame on you. You deserve to be prosecuted at that point because you are
executed even.
You are cheating. Like that is full blown cheating.
But no, I think I don't understand why there would be anything illegal to use in the recovery of an animal.
Right.
Dogs was illegal for the longest time.
For a long time.
They haven't been legal all that long.
And now if they're leashed and everything and you take the proper steps, now you can use a dog, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. Because you should. You should be able to use any means necessary to find a wounded deer. I'm 100% behind that.
Yeah. It makes no sense to me that a thermal drone is illegal under recovery of a game.
But there's always going to be the shady people. There was just a guy in one of the states that starts with an I where there's big bucks, either Indiana or Illinois.
Indiana, Illinois.
Iowa. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. One of them states, I believe it was Indiana. This buck was huge. It was probably close to right around 200. They were caught with a drone, finding the deer, laying at, he's there. They flew the drone, like, there's records every time you fly these drones because you have to be registered and everything like that. So they flew the drone the morning that they shot the buck.
That's just dumb.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, they can see that, if somebody catches wind and somebody rats you out, which inevitably, if you shoot a 200-inch deer anywhere, you are probably going to get looked at because somebody's going to be mad that you shot that deer.
Yeah.
It's just, that's inevitable as well. Like somebody's going to get mad because, he probably poached it. He probably baited it. There's always rumors.
Yeah.
And it's always looked into. So like, that was dumb.
Yeah. That is really dumb.
Like, that is so stupid when it's like, there's a paper trail. And they did it anyway because deer make people do weird stuff.
Yeah,
there I go again.
It's okay. I think it's okay.
I hope so. I mean, I feel bad.
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of dumb stuff done by a lot of dumb people. In
there is. There is.
But no, a drone game commission. When you listen to this. We make jokes a lot of people listen to this. Game commission. Like, you got to be licensed. You got to be registered with the FAA or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're going to be participating in the recovery of an animal, make it so you got to call the game commission.
Yeah, and let them know.
Alert them. We're going to be in this area.
Looking for a deer.
We're looking for a deer.
Yeah,
I have
illegally harvested or illegally shot deer.
I have the licensed hunter with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they have to go through that process, which makes more work for them, so that's probably not feasible for them. But if that's what it takes, then yes, by all means.
Yeah, I just saw something on Facebook the other day. Should drones be legal? It's like, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
In the recovery.
Anything to make it easier.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
And
it's
there
dumb
we
not
go
to.
again with the is it modern bow hunting too easy?
Again, I just think it makes it more ethical.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot more deer have been found by dogs and drones now than like people aren't tracking them on their own. Back in the day, you made a bad shot, couldn't find the deer, you have nothing. Like all you're gonna do is grid search.
Yep.
Now, you make a marginal shot, don't even go after it. You just let that thing go, give them overnight, give them 24 hours if you have to.
Yep.
If it's that bad of a shot, and then go in with the dog.
Yep.
And your odds go up of finding that deer
Exponentially.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer to me. Especially the drones, man. You can cover a lot of area really quick. See the deer, see what condition he's in. That's something you can't do with a dog, is see what condition the deer's in.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's still alive. Let's give him some more time, and we'll fly back over there, see if he's dead yet.
Right.
And it just, and dogs they have their place too. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of deer have been recovered that normally wouldn't.
Yep.
By dogs, and I'm glad that we can do that.
Absolutely. Yep. I think it's great.
I do too. Anybody that doesn't, you're wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong. We joke a lot about people being wrong. In this instance, you're wrong.
You
if
are
you think
wrong.
that people shouldn't be allowed to have dogs for recovery. 100%.
Yes. Yeah, and now we got to do the fight for the drones because it's even better. And there's a guy. He works for a company that covers Northwest or the co-op. Safety wise, and he lives in Ohio, and he has a dog and a drone, and he goes out and recovers deer, and it's a great thing. It's nice that there's people out there that want to help, and they should be able to.
Yep. I'm gonna be. Maybe I shouldn't even say this. Anyway, I'm gonna work with Randy about this. I did a little bit this past summer, but not enough. I don't think. But this coming summer, I'm going to work with him a lot more on tracking.
Yeah.
But everybody listening, it's strictly for me and my family.
Yep.
I'm not going to be doing it,
Yeah, like get tons of phone calls. And
yep. I don't want to be dealing with phone calls. If you hit something, I'd probably come help you, if you needed me to.
Yeah, if I had a dog, I'd help you, but...
I've joked with people when I'm talking about this. I'm like, yeah, if Nevin calls me, I probably won't even help him. It's just going to be, but no, for
strictly family,
for family and very close friends, But no, I'm not going to be, just because it's a very good asset to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought about doing with our dog, and it just didn't happen.
Randy's got it in him.
Life got in the way,
Yeah. You say wife got in the way?
Life.
Oh, life.
Yeah.
Randy's got it in him. Like that buck that I hit, I often ask myself if I would have just followed him, if maybe we wouldn't have happened upon it,
Yeah.
Because we were following the blood, and Randy was right on it. And there was a couple times like he went this way and Randy went this way. I'm like, huh. But I just didn't trust him enough to
just let him continue.
But so no, that's definitely going to be. He's going to be a tracking winner.
Good deal.
Yep.
I see a lot of.
Don't even call me, people. Don't even call
doing
me.
It. There's going to be a minimum price.
Oh, it's going to be. If you want me to come do it, you're going to be paying out the nose. You might as well just come buy a new bow.
Yeah, I'm already busy. Practicing with my compound.
Yeah, practicing. But yeah, I think we covered is modern archery hunting too easy?
It's a lot easier than it was.
A lot easier
but
than it
it's a
used
lot
to be.
more ethical than it was.
It's a lot more ethical. Probably not many less wounded deer, but
There should be.
there should be.
That's human error.
It's the classic. It's only as good as the person attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is what I said. If you absolutely are a terrible shot with a compound bow, please.
After practicing.
Yes, but try it.
Yes.
Give it a real shot too.
Mhm.
Don't just shoot it once or twice and be like, "Oh, I'm terrible." Really decide that you're horrible.
I proved this year that anybody can do it. I killed a buck with a bow. Nobody thought I'd ever do it again.
I had faith in you.
I did not.
Every time you went out, I said, "You're gonna kill one."
You did. You were one of my biggest cheerleaders. You were, and I appreciate it. You always had faith in me.
I did. I knew you were gonna do it.
Yep.
I
didn't.
You spent a little more time in the woods this year than previously
Mhm.
too. Which
That was my first. This is my first deer in the morning in archery season. This buck this year.
yeah, and mornings, I'm getting to the point where I'm doing pretty good in the mornings, and I
Mhm.
like morning hunting. Before, when all I had was afternoons, but now that we can hunt that Saturday and Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Pennsylvania Game
Yes.
Commission, once again.
Thank you very much.
That gives you 2 more mornings to hunt, and I really like them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of deer movement in the morning.
Yeah, I've got to like him a little more this year because I had to do it. But
You got to kind of hunt them a little bit different,
Mhm.
but all in all,
Yeah.
I enjoy the morning.
yeah, I grew to like it a little bit this year. But what else should we cover? We're at.
I don't know.
I can't even see the time now.
Yeah, no, there's
The
just a picture
Freaking
of
video shut off.
picture of me sitting lonely in the chair.
God, whoever does this podcast really ought to learn something. Hour and 10 minutes ish.
Yeah.
We were discussing before the podcast about doing more subject podcasts. We did the Mitch Rompola buck.
Yeah, and it
few-
seemed to
a
be
few months ago. That is the most watched one on YouTube
yes.
by far.
Yeah. Like
So-
you read the numbers to me and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think I'm going to be getting the gold play button from YouTube anytime soon off of it or nothing, but
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe
but
someday. We got
should-
something to shoot for.
Should we do some more subject podcasts?
I think
The one we discussed.
as a buck, I'm sure anybody that follows big deer has heard about it. It was in Ohio. It was deemed poached, and the guy admitted it, and everything that he wasn't supposed to be where he was. It's called C.J. Alexander
Yep.
from Ohio. So we'll be maybe diving into that a little
I
bit.
think that's the next one we
week.
should do. If people want us to do that, or if you have other stories that it'd be cool to do some stories that aren't so known too.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Maybe some like a high profile story that's not known.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
for sure.
Like an interesting, controversial story that's
Yeah.
not widely known.
it necessarily doesn't even have to be controversial. It could just be cool.
Yeah.
Like a cool story that not many people know about.
Mhm.
There's a few that I've read about and stuff that I'm sure that hasn't been widespread because I dive into that stuff quite a bit.
I forget if I said
my
this on the
free time.
podcast. My all-time favorite buck ever since I was a little kid, the hole in the horn buck.
Hole in the horn buck.
Love
Probably
that buck.
That's an extremely famous deer. Mine is the Breen buck.
The Breen. See, I don't know that one.
Yeah, so it's a giant. It's huge. I mean, you look at it's an absolute monster. I can't think of the score off the top of my head. It's like, and it's not even the biggest. It's
Right.
not the highest scoring deer, but man, that frame is insane, and it's just everything that I would want in a whitetail. Of course, there's probably never going to be another one like it, but just an absolute giant.
I'll have to look it up after the podcast. Nolan, he is constantly asking questions. Constantly. He always asks me, Daddy, would you rather kill the world's biggest typical buck or the world's biggest non-typical buck?
Oof.
And that's a tough question.
It is a tough question.
I think I answer with the world's biggest typical.
Yeah, I'm in
'Cause-
agreement.
Because like the non-typical buck, they're freaking awesome. I
Mhm.
love them. But
Oh,
to
it's
me,
so cool.
like a giant typical mainframe is just, they look fake.
Yeah,
They're just insane.
yeah. I mean, and you get into some of them non-typicals, and you could have a 300-inch deer there, but like frame what? Like I love a huge frame.
Yeah.
Like those, 160, 170-inch 8-points. Even though there's a couple that are 180-inch 8s, and they are freaking huge. Those are what impressed me.
Mm-hmm.
And like the non-typicals are extremely impressive too. You're talking about 300 and some inch bucks.
Yeah. That 200-inch buck that was killed around Mill Village this year.
Yes.
Like seeing pictures of that thing, obviously I'd give my left pinky toe to kill that buck. But it's like, it's not that huge. It's huge.
Right.
It's massive,
huge.
but it's not huge. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like the frame isn't, it doesn't have 30-inch main beams. It doesn't have 15-inch G2s or, a 28-inch inside spread. It's it's a lot of antler.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm not taking anything away from the buck. That's
that is a
hell
giant,
of a buck.
like anything like that.
Right.
Giant.
But if it was a 200-inch 10 or 12 point next to that 200-inch non-typical, it'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have talked about this. I actually think I have on this. There's a guy that was accused of buying a set of antlers and sewing them onto a dead deer, and he sold a lot of products by.
You're
saying
thinking
that,
Mitch Rompola again.
No, this is this one is what the heck was his name? Mark
Drury?
No. Don't even say it.
We're kidding, Mark.
I forget. Mark Anthony.
Okay.
So the guy sold ghillie suits, and he was supposedly like the king of the ground game. And he sold these ghillie suits because he shot so many giants off the ground. But then there was an antler collector, I believe it was in Kansas, it was like 190-inch typical. Like the thing was beautiful. Perfect rack. And it was an old rack, and it was like weather checked. It was white.
Mm-hmm.
He sold the rack, and apparently this Mark guy had gotten a hold of it because it's that deer. You can clearly tell that it's that deer. Everything is identical. He didn't change anything. He just he brightened it up and colored it to make it look new.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that deer. Like it is 100%. And I could tell.
Yeah.
But the picture that got him, busted for doing this stuff was that 190-inch buck, and it was like a 12 point, just perfect 12. It is sitting next to an 8 or 9 point that was in the 180s that they called like High Tower or something like that, and it looked puny. You got a 190 next to like a 184, and it like dwarfed the 190.
Yeah.
It was huge, and that's what I like. I like it just a frame, and that is something. Now I'm sure holding on to that 190, you'd be like, oh crap,
Yeah.
But 15-inch G2s and 30-inch main beams, that's what I want. I'll never shoot anything like that, but
yeah,
I'm happy with my 160-inch typical. Awesome deer.
Yep. Super awesome.
Yeah, I'm more than happy.
It's still
with
the
that.
biggest Kansas buck any of you got yet.
Yeah, knock on wood. Derek came in close.
Yeah.
Last year, 159.
Still ain't no 163.
163.
You're still the king of Kansas.
So, knock on wood. So far, no. Hopefully, somebody shoots a bigger one. In the future. I'd love to see it because there's I love big antlers, and I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
have either me or one of them. I'd be just as happy, because I love them guys, and we have a great time out there, and I'd love to see everyone shoot 180-inch bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd really like to be the one that shot it, but
Well, yeah.
if one of them shot it, I'd be extremely happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
No jealousy whatsoever.
No,
Maybe
not a lick.
Maybe a little bit. There's always jealousy, but you can handle it one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to be on the more conservative side. I like to be happy for people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a people pleaser, I guess.
Yep. Well, I think we've pretty much covered the subject this week.
Yeah, and a few others that
yeah.
we kind of got off on, but yeah.
Anything anybody wants us to talk about, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, we still have the email.
I don't know. It hasn't been blowing up lately. Nate, our buddy Nate, still emails us every once in a while.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for turkey season.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Oh my God, I can't.
I'm ready.
Dude, I'm so excited for turkey season.
And I hope I have some to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
If not, oh well. But I'd really like to.
Oh, I can't wait for turkey season. December 16th, and I'm already chomping.
I got to get through flintlock season here before I really start.
In my defense, in your defense, I guess, even the past 7 or 8 years when I didn't kill a buck at all, I still got excited for turkey season before season was even over.
Yep.
It used to be.
I mean, I'm always excited about turkey season.
Used to be the first of the year. I got excited for turkey season. It gets earlier and earlier every year. Man, I just freaking love turkey hunting.
That's Eric. I was talking to him the other day. He hasn't killed a buck either. We're both in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he gets out a few times and maybe archery hunts in the late season or buys a muzzleloader.
Mm-hmm.
Eric,
hint, hint.
Spend some of your money, get yourself a flintlock.
Yeah.
But no, he hasn't killed a buck this year, and he's like, I just can't wait till turkey season. I'm like, yeah, I'm with you on the turkey season, but I still gotta get through this late season stuff. I feel good about it.
You still got a couple tags to fill.
Yep, 3.
3.
2 doe tags and a buck tag.
I am gonna have to shut this down because my teeth are floating.
Okay.
I got a piece so bad.
And the video stopped 25, 30 minutes ago.
So
thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.